Hi crocheters of the world, I'm Oana and this is Oana's Crochet channel on YouTube, and in this tutorial we will work finally the pullover with the granny stitch. We worked first the beret, so hope you enjoyed that tutorial too. And now we continue on with the pullover. You have the link of the beret below this tutorial, and into the I think it's the from on the incorporated in the tutorial, in the video actually, so you can find it easily and work it. Now I also put the autumn necklace because I think it's really nice and chic with it for a completed, let's say, outfit, winter outfit or autumn-winter outfit. Okay, so for this pullover I didn't write the instructions because it is so easy and so well detailed, explained by me, of course, in the tutorial, that I don't think you need written instructions. So you'll see, all that you have to do is to watch and to watch attentively the tutorial, and you'll see it's really easy. It's the granny stitch. It's impossible not to understand it. Then it's top down, so it's really easy to work and let's say comfortable, so we don't need to seam anything. It's really nice and easy, and you can make it long as a tunic, or you can finish it as I finished, with the front side worked separately and the back side worked separately a little bit longer, and with a nice border on the front side and on the back side. So it's you to choose the option, and hope you enjoy the tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe and to thumb up for my projects. So happy crocheting! So now to work this blouse we will need a wool suitable for 3 to 3.5 millimeters hook. I will begin the first, let's say, is not chain, but you will see, I will work it with 3.5 and then I will work all the project with a 4 millimeters hook, because we need something nice and fluffy, let's say, so soft. So to obtain this we will work with a half or a measure, an entire measure more than the one that is written on the label of the wool that we work with. So now to choose the wool, you can work it with cotton, of course, if you want to. You can work it with any kind of yarn. My advice is to work it with a thin yarn that goes from 3 to 3.5 millimeters hook. I don't need gauge here, and I actually don't need gauge because I don't believe in gauge, and if you follow me, you know this. This is my method, so without gauge. What I need is a centimeter, because I just want to measure, so I believe in centimeter and in measurements, okay? This is the most important thing. Now, when I begin, I will begin with the measure. I always say the measure for the backside, shoulder to shoulder of the back of the neck, shoulder to shoulder. So you measure yourself, or you begin with what I will show you here, and then you measure with it on the back of the neck, and you'll see if it's okay, or you have to add more. Now to begin, you know that the granny stitch is worked with groups of 3 double crochets usually. So for each group, this will be, let's say, our sequence. For each group of 3 double crochets, we will work like this to begin. Chain 3, yarn over into the first chain, work a double crochet. So actually here I have a kind of arch, okay, and into it I will work into the first row my 3 double crochets, okay. So this means 3 double crochets. Now I will continue on working in multiple of 3 these arches, in multiple of 3, for the length that I need, shoulder to shoulder, back, neck. Very important. So back, neck, shoulder to shoulder. You can also measure a blouse that you have and you like, or simply, so as you can see, chain 3, insert hook here into the double crochet and work a double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. It's here that we insert hook to work the other double crochet. So chain 3, yarn over, and here yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and into the second pull through 2 we work our double crochet. So chain 3 and here, okay, and pull through 2, and this is what we will have. So number multiple of 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 and 3, so chain 3 and double crochet into the double crochet, and these are 6, and I will continue on for 15. So I will put 15, okay. Now what I mean is measure yourself. Please be confident. You can do it. You don't need a gauge, believe me, because it's me that I work without gauge, and I work so many cardigans and blouses and things to wear. So believe me, it's really easy without gauge. You need measure. Okay, so I have here my 15 arches, little arches, and I want to measure them. So measure them like this. Okay, it's make it a little bit tight. Okay, so like this, it's more or less 23 centimeters. Okay, and then I will measure on my back of the neck, shoulder to shoulder. If fits, it's just perfect. I just continue on. Now the third part of my back side, it's the number of arches that I need to put for one sleeve, which means the third part of 15 is 5. So I will put 5 for one sleeve plus 5 more. Of course I need 2 sleeves. Okay, so now I will continue on with 10 more arches. So you will continue on with the third part of what you have here. Then we will put, and this is for any measure, so for any size, let's say, we have to put 8 more arches, okay? And these 8 are 4 are for the increases, the raglan increases, and 4 are 2 and 2 for the 2 front sides, okay? So I will continue on with 10 more plus 8, so 18 more I will put. Okay, so I finished. I have 15 plus 5 plus 5, which are the sleeves, plus 4, which are the raglan increases, plus 4 more, which are the 2 parts of the front side. And as I said before, 4 plus 4, so 8, the 4 plus the of the raglan increases and the 4 spaces for the 2 parts of the front side are exactly the same for all measures. Okay, now to begin the first row, I will chain 3. Into the very first arch, I will always work around the double crochet, not the chain 3. So around the double crochet, work your first granny stitch. The granny stitch means a group of 3 double crochets together. Here we are. Work another one, and with this one we just finished the first side of the front side. 2. Now, which means into the next, I will work the first raglan increase. And for the granny stitch, the increase means 2 groups of 3 together divided by chain 1, chain 2. I will put only a chain 1, and into the same arch around actually the double crochet I will put one more 3 double crochet group. Now, this is what I have, this is my increase. I will continue on my next 5 because I have 5 for my sleeve. So I will continue on with 3 groups of 5 groups of 3 double crochets, and then into the next I will put the second raglan increase. I will continue on with 15 groups of 3 double crochets for the back side, and then into the next I will put my third increase, and then I will repeat. I will work again the sleeve on 5 on the next 5 arches, and then I will put into the next my increase, and then I will work for last. I will work my 2, and that's it. Okay, fine, I finished my first row, and this is what I have. Now you must have 4 raglan increases, so which means 3 double crochets, chain 1 or 2, and 3 more double crochets 4 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, to divide actually our parts: front side, sleeve, back side, sleeve, front side. Okay, now we will increase at the beginning and at the end of the row 2 for some rows. But let me tell you, if you have already worked a granny shawl, triangular shawl, the classic granny triangular shawl, you know how to increase at the beginning and at the end. If you have not, you must do one, you must work one, because it's just beautiful. But the idea is that I will explain now how to increase. Now a chain 3. So we finish the row with the last group of 3 double crochets and a double crochet into the last chain here. Okay, the first. Because we actually began with a chain 3 and then 3 double crochets into the first arch. So we have a chain 3 and a double crochet at the beginning and at the end. Actually, double crochet. Now chain 3 again, which is my beginning double crochet. In between the double crochet and the first group, so actually in between them, insert hook and work your increase, 3 double crochets. So we just increased at the beginning of the row, and as you can see, now we have 3 double crochets plus 1, but this one, it's the border. Okay, so in between this one and the group of 3, we will work the next increase, and so on. So it's really easy. Okay, now we will continue on working in between the groups of 3. Now I will work my next 3 and my next in between this one and the first of the corner. Oh, what's going on with me? Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now into the corner, of course, into the chain 1 space in between the 2 groups of 3 double crochets, we just want to work 3 double crochet, chain 1 or 2 if you want, and 3 more double crochets. We don't even have to put markers because it's so obvious where is the corner. Okay, good. Now I will continue on like this, working in between the stitches. In between the groups of 3 I will work groups of 3, and into the corner I will work my corner. So pretty easy. isn't it? Now at the end I will work exactly as I worked here. So in between I will work here my last group of 3 in between the second to last and the last group of 3 of the previous row. I will work my last group of 3, and in between the last group of 3 and the chain 3 of the previous row, so beginning chain 3, I will work 3 plus 1. Don't forget 3 plus 1, so actually 4 double crochets. So this is what I have here. Look at it, isn't it just so nice? Now what I want to tell you is that when you work the last group of 3 plus 1, actually work 3 double crochets in between the, as you can see, the last 3 double crochets of the previous row and the chain 3 of the previous row, and the fourth work it actually into the chain. Okay, it's better. 1 2 3. So just pull a little bit and try the third chain of the beginning chain 3 of the previous row, and this is the place you have to put the last double crochet. So now I have 3 plus 1, and I will continue on exactly in the same manner. So chain 3, turn, and now in between this one and the first group, in between work your group of 3 to increase. Okay, so this is how we increase at the beginning and at the end of each row. Now I will continue on like this for some rows because I just want to work maybe 2 more, this one and 1 more, so will be 4 rows, and then I will just join and I will work in rounds. So I finished only my 3rd row, and I think it's just perfect for me to join. Now if you don't want to join here, you just can join later on, so into your 4th and 5th, or you can also crochet increasing for a V-neck until the sum of the 2 front sides are the same number of groups of 3 double crochet as the back side. But now let's see how to count them. So I will count them with one group of the corner. So from here I will begin 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Now on the back side, 1 here of the corner and 1 here of the corner. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 and 19. So from 19 I will so the difference between the back side and front side will be the number of stitches that I have to put here in the middle, the number of groups actually of 3 double crochets, or the number of arches, because actually we will put arches. So it's 9. Now I have 19 here and 10 here on one side and on the other side. So I will put 9 arches. So I will begin to work my 9 arches exactly as I did at the beginning. I will chain 3, then into this double crochet, the last that I have here, insert hook and work your double crochet and continue on for the rest. So now I have the difference. In my case it's 9, but of course if you work with more or less, or I don't know, so it's you to choose. I just give you the principles, the rules, the, what can I say, the basics for this. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I finished the first round, and I just want to tell you 2 more things. First, as you can see, I worked the last group in between the second to last and the last of the previous row, and then I skipped into the first arch that I have here, and I worked all one group of 3 in each arch, and at the end I skipped into the first and the second of the front side, left front side. Okay, now to begin another row, you work your group of 3, chain 1, insert hook into the third chain of the beginning, chain 3, and slip stitch. Now you can turn and slip stitch into the chain space, chain 3 plus 2 double crochets, and you are ready to begin, and you will work like this. Or you can continue on working like this on the front side only without turning, and in this case you just along it a little bit, this loop on the hook, insert hook under the chain and pull through, and you are ready to begin. It's your choice. Works. So I'm back. I finished the yoke, and it's larger than a normal yoke because with this stitch, the granny stitch, we have to increase in each round, and we have to increase 3 plus 3, so we cannot increase otherwise. So that's why it's a tunic, so it must be a little bit larger. Sorry. Now I already worked the border around the neck too, because I just wanted to see how it looks. So actually it's better to finish the border around the neckline first, and then to continue with the yoke until the division. Okay, and what I did, I began on the back side, and I work in each chain 3, you know, the beginning with double crochet and chain 3. I worked with, again I switched to the 3.5 millimeters hook, so the crochet hook that I worked the beginning chain 3 plus double crochet, and in each I worked 3 half double crochets, so 3 in each, and I skip in the next and so on, and you can see here, okay, exactly on the opposite side. Now I went all around here, around the chain 3 and the double crochet, on the rows that I completed 3 rows, I also worked 3 half double crochets, and then of course where I joined here I have exactly the same thing as on the back side, so I continue on working like this. So the first round with 3 half double crochets in each chain 3 space. Then I worked 2 rounds of single crochets, and into the first I also put 3 decreases, and maybe I will work some more single crochet rounds and maybe some more decreases. For now it's okay, but I will say this is how you and that's why I said work first the neckline, so you will be sure when you put it on you that fits perfectly and you are ready to divide. Now to divide, it's exactly for as we work a normal top down. We have, so we finish the row at the end on the left side of the right of the front side, sorry, left here. So here we have the sleeve, the left sleeve, and let me just show you how you have to proceed. So we are here now, we take because we have to skip the sleeve, so we just want to insert the hook into the chain in between the next corner, in between the sleeve and back side, like this, okay, and just slip stitch. That's all. Okay, so we join together the front and the back side. You won't need some chains in between, so underarm you won't need, I'm sure. And now I will put here in the middle another chain 3. Oh, sorry, another chain 3, another group of 3 double crochets. Here it is, 1, 2, 3. And then I will continue on to work in between the groups of 3 double crochets of the back side. This is a knot and I want to let it on the wrong side. I will continue on the back side and then I will work exactly the same from the back, so to join the back with the front, and then I will continue on with the front side, the length that I want. So I finished the back side. I am at the next corner and now I have to skip on the front side and to skip the sleeve, and actually I will insert hook, yarn over, insert hook into the chain 1 space on this corner and chain 1 space into the other corner and pull through them and work your double crochet, and then work 2 more double crochets through both chain 1 spaces, and this is what I have. And now I will just continue on until the end of the round, and then I will work in length my tunic like this. I finished the first row around and I slip stitched into the beginning chain 3 of the first group of 3 double crochets, and to begin a new row I will just, sorry, I don't chain, I just want to, exactly as we did before when to work the yoke, so like this, put it and slip stitch. And now we are ready to chain 3 and work another group of 3 double crochets, actually 2 plus the chain 3. Okay, so this is how the things go on, and I will continue on with the length of the tunic.